Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I want to take a look at a comparison of the Bragi headphones, which I've reviewed in the past, and compared to the Dash, to another set of wireless earbuds that are called the Fireflies. So starting off, when you take it out of the package, you get the earbuds in their little case, which has a charger in it. And then you get, it looks like two sets of different size tips. So I think these are the medium ones. There's a large and a small. And then you get some curved ear fitting pieces that can attach onto them. Get a charging cable and some sort of advert card. So yeah, popping it out. First thing you'll notice about these Fireflies is that they're actually pretty tiny. Give you a little size comparison here. You can kind of notice, the width of that is almost the height of that. So yeah, I'd say they feel about the same weight because this has a battery in it, but the Fireflies are definitely a lot more portable. I would say it's about half the volume of this. So the Fireflies have Bluetooth 3.0. The one thing you'll notice that is kind of a little odd is that the Firefly company, they state that when you put it in your ear, it's not supposed to go like this. The large part is actually supposed to be hanging down at the bottom here, if you see like that, which I believe is meant mostly for the connectivity, because that means the radio is further outside your ear. Whereas, if you look at the headphone, it sits flush pretty much the way you'd expect it, and it's contoured into your ear. So just a little comparison there. You can see it's protruding a little bit. Dash is relatively flush, or headphone, sorry. But in terms of isolation, they seem to provide a similar fit. And the Fireflies are definitely smaller, so you can take a look there. You can see the width there. So the Fireflies use an older Bluetooth 3.0 spec, which does limit a bit the range that you can get. The biggest issue you'll get sometimes, though, is, I believe, and I haven't been able to find any literature on it, but I think it's the right one that connects to the Bluetooth, and then they sync together via Bluetooth as well. So I have had a few times where I've had dropouts on the left side, mostly if there's some sort of interference between the two, or between my phone and the unit. And when you're indoors, it's really not that big of a deal, but outdoors you'll definitely notice them a lot more. The headphone, that's something that they've worked on pretty thoroughly, and you really don't get dropouts anymore compared to the previous generation, the Dash. So connectivity wise, the headphone is definitely a little more solid, and in terms of the connectivity between the two, you'll pretty much never get a dropout because they use a different sort of technology than Bluetooth. And those of you that know, Bluetooth doesn't really travel well through water, which is mostly what your head consists of. It's a lot of fluids and water. So looking back at the case, though, and the battery life, the headphones are rated at about 6 hours, which is pretty consistent with what I've got. And then the Fireflies, they get about, they claim 2.5 per charge. So you leave them in here, they charge 2.5 hours on the go. I've gotten closer to 2, I think. But then the case does have the ability to charge the headphones 3 times over. So realistically, you're looking at, I want to say probably a 6 to 7 hour battery life, which is almost directly in line with what you see with the headphone. So very similar spec in that regard. And these are roughly at the same price point. You can find these a lot cheaper on eBay now. I've seen them go somewhere between like maybe 80 and 100. The headphone, even if you get a secondhand pair or a cheaper pair online somehow, it's still going to be north of probably 120, 130. So in terms of price point, they are similar. The headphone offers a little bit more of a premium experience in my opinion. The biggest drawback to the Fireflies is the connectivity and also the calls. So this does not have the ability to, there's no microphone in here, I don't think. So, when you get a call on your phone, it's a little bit annoying because it not only cannot answer the call, but then you have to go onto your phone. If you answer it, you have to turn off Bluetooth. And then repairing after your call is a little bit of a hassle sometimes. The headphone has a rock solid connection, and it also works very well in a host of environments. So I never really had an issue where outside sounds were coming in. It was mostly just what I was saying, where people would pick up on that. The Fireflies, like I said, don't have a mic, so call quality, obvious winner right here. So that pretty much wraps up my thoughts on these two. The Fireflies are a little bit cheaper perhaps, and they still have solid performance in general. You're not going to get calls on them. The Headphone are certainly a great all-around pair for most environments and needs that you might have. So yeah, that's my thoughts on these. They're both very solid. I've used the Fireflies for probably like a month and a half, same as the Headphone, and I've enjoyed both pairs. The only issue on this one seems to be the call quality, and if you're outside, the connection might not be so strong. But that's pretty much it. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Maybe check out some other videos. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.